Good morning, everybody. Beautiful morning out here. 50 degrees, 55, something like that. Feels like fall has arrived. Watering the chickens. It's our last set of birds for the year out here, so definitely feeling like summer's coming to an end here, even though it isn't yet, but getting those first glimpses of fall. All right, so what I was going to talk about today is hear a lot of different things along the lines of purpose, fulfillment, getting after it, questions of am I doing the right thing, am I effective, and had some thoughts on that here because August is a kind of a commemorative month for me because that's the month that I joined the Marine Corps back in 2004, or when I shipped to boot camp. Actually joined 8 months before that, but went off to boot camp. And so as the way military contracts work, it's also the month that I left active service in 2009. It's the month that we started our farm officially, and this is the 10th anniversary of our farm here in 2019. And I've had these thoughts as well, looking back on the 5 years I did in the Corps here 10 years later, like wonder what would have been if I had stayed in, what things I would have done. But more importantly, trying to telescope out and look at how did I feel when I left that thing. And frankly, I couldn't be happier at the time when I did leave, because it was bogged down in bureaucracy, feeling unfulfilled in the job I was doing, not feeling, challenged, and, so on. And we have this tendency over time to romanticize the memories that we have and only look at the good things that have happened and be like, oh, it was so awesome, hanging out with the boys and going overseas and doing those things, seeing those places. And you kind of forget all the dumb stuff you had to deal with, which was frankly about 80% of it. And those were the reasons that I moved on. And so that led me into thinking, what are the things that I'm taking for granted right now that I would look back in 10, 20 years and say, man, those were the good old days. I think we can get bogged down in the stress, the grind of whatever it is that we're doing in life, whether it's farming, whether it's soldiering, whatever it is you do. We get so bogged down in the minute to minute of what's going on that we don't look at the bigger picture and really truly appreciate every moment that we have. That when we're out here on the farm sweating and it's hot, everybody's cranky, these are the good old days. These are the best times to be alive. It's a beautiful morning out here. And I was thinking, what is the real thing to regret about the past? Is it not doing something or deciding to do something else? We can never know. What would have been if you had made that decision. Might be dead today. You might be a millionaire. You never know. But what is the truly regrettable thing is not taking every moment that you get and living it 100% to the fullest possible extent that you can get after it and that I can get after it. The regret is half measures, doing something half-heartedly, doing it halfway, frankly, half-assing your way through life. I think that would be the thing to regret at the end of it, looking back. It's not that you did something or you didn't do something. There's thousands of different things that you can do with your life, that your gifts and talents will direct you towards, whether it's service to others, whether it's building a business, whether it's working inside of a business and making that successful. The regrettable thing is doing it halfway. And so whatever it is that you're doing, don't wallow in those feelings of inadequacy or despair or stress or the negative side of the emotional spectrum. because of the particular situation you're in or the job that you're doing. The thing to be careful about is your attitude in doing that thing. If you need to change directions, go ahead and change directions. But if you're going to stay with something, do it as full as you possibly can. Push as hard as you can. Leave nothing on the field, as they say. And then the rest is out of your hands. If it turns out not to be successful for you, you know you have given it everything you have, and there is nothing to be disappointed about. There's nothing to regret. What you bring to the table, you brought fully. And so, yeah, sitting out here on the field, looking at the little hills behind me and all that, man, this is an awesome place to be if you think about it. You could be sitting in a car somewhere on a commute, and maybe that is for some people, and that's how they're getting after it. But for me, we were working in the rain yesterday, and it can kind of suck. But hey, we get to work in the rain. As a guy I know, JP Donnell says, we get to do this. Whatever this is, you get to do it. Do it to the full extent that you can bring, to the full force that you can get after it. And outside of that, it's out of your hands, man. So, my little motivational speech. Take up a career in motivational speaking or something. Not really. I'm enjoying it out here with the chickens and the pigs. And so, until next time, guys, whatever it is you're doing, trucker, farmer, executive, white collar, blue collar, stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, the important thing is do it 100%. Do it to the full extent that you can bring. That's what will make the impact. And just remember to always get after it.